Hi Cornerstone Kids, Miss Veronica here. In today's lesson, we are continuing in the series of love. And today we will be at the end of verse 7, chapter 13, where it says that love endures all things. Now, what do I mean by endure? To endure means, or another word is like to withstand, to be able to the ability to do something difficult for an extended period of time. So it's not just quick, but for an extended period of time. So one of the examples of where you need a lot of endurance is in running. And running to run a race, like as my shirt, we did run for joy at the church, and you remember, those of you that did it, when you were getting closer to the finish line, you needed to push through to be able to keep going, and maybe your friends, family were encouraging you to keep going. Well, in this case, endurance is something that Jesus was so faithful to endure and to accomplish to the very end. And what do I mean by that? Well, many of you have heard about the cross, and that was not a pretty experience. That was not something that was easy. Think about it. He was, before having to carry the cross, he had to be betrayed by someone that he called his friend, and he sold him out. He had to then be shamed. People were not being nice to him. Even when he had never done anything wrong to anybody, he was treated badly. He suffered. So it definitely had to have hurt his heart. But Jesus was able to endure the whole process of the being accused by the Pharisees with lies and things that weren't true, because he knew God, right? He knew what God's plan was from the beginning to the end. God made a promise to him about this mission. And even when Jesus prayed, at one point he said, Abba, Father, all things are possible for you. Take this cup away from me. Nevertheless, not what I will, but what you will. So he was obedient to the very end, and that's why he was able to endure, because he knew God's mission, and he knew that this was the only way to be able to save us. And he loves you. He loves me. He loves every single person in this world. So that's why it's important for us to tell our friends and family about him that don't know the truth about his love and all that you're learning, and everything about Jesus. So through the Holy Spirit, which, remember who the Holy Spirit is. He was our helper, right? He's the promised helper that comes and lives with us. And he's the one that gives us the ability to be bold and share Jesus Christ. So Jesus was able to endure the cross for us, and we know the beginning from the end because we have our Bible. So we know that there's salvation in Jesus. So let's go out there, and I challenge you to be able to endure whatever might come your way and share Jesus Christ.